What's up, Star Wars fans? Today I want to do a predictions video for episode 4 of the Ahsoka series. That's right, I asked you, the community, what you thought about episode 4, and as always you came through with some fantastic predictions. So let's head over to the community tab where Father and Son Talk Star Wars has left a comment. They state, I think that due to Hera not getting the help she needs from the New Republic, that she will contact Zeb, as Dave Filoni said he speaks to someone interesting after his cameo in The Mandalorian Season 3. You know what, that's definitely something that wasn't on my radar, but makes a lot of sense. If the New Republic isn't gonna get the job done, get the old Ghost crew together, find Ezra, and make sure that Thrawn's defeated once again. And also remember that Hera has actually navigated to a far-off galaxy using Zeb's bow staff. Back in Season 2 of Star Wars Rebels Episode 14, Legends of the Lasat, we saw the Star Wars Rebels crew navigate to the Lasat homeworld in the unknown regions. So could something similar happen in the Ahsoka series? I don't think so, this is probably just my crazy speculation, but either way, getting Zeb back together with the crew is a really cool thought. But getting back to the community tab, we got another great comment and prediction. Christine Teague 724 states, I think we'll see the duel between Baylan and Ahsoka, and we'll see the Shin and Sabine duel at the same time. Ahsoka is probably gonna kill Baylan, followed by Shin whooping Sabine's ass again. Then she'll get angry over Baylan, and she and Marok are gonna go all in with Elsbeth. Yeah, and certainly originally I was thinking that Sabine will probably fare a lot better after her training session with Ahsoka, but honestly it was just one training session. So I kinda hope that she gets beat by Shin again. And when it comes to Baylan and Ahsoka facing off, I actually believe that's going to happen in episode 5. I mean, don't get me wrong, it would be awesome if Ahsoka faced off against Marok, Sabine faces off against Shin, and then in that same episode, the climax is Baylan versus Ahsoka. But last episode, episode 3, we covered a lot less ground than I thought we were going to, and I think that might be true for episode 4 as well. But let's head back to the community tab where Milo Corrigan 7128 left a comment. He predicts that Ahsoka will confront Baylan and ask him how he survived Order 66. Plus, the final hyperspace ring will be completed, they will go into hyperspace, and Thrawn will be revealed. And I know I just stated that I think the Ahsoka and Baylan duel will actually take place in episode 5, but what if we get a bit of a cliffhanger in episode 4, and Ahsoka and Baylan have this dialogue back and forth about Thrawn and surviving Order 66. That would certainly be an interesting way to end off the episode. And then I could see the episode cutting away from that dialogue and we see Morgan Elsbeth with the Eye of Sion absolutely complete and making the jump to hyperspace. But again, I think it'll be a bit of a cliffhanger episode as we wouldn't get to see Thrawn until at least episode 5. But let's head back to the community tab. We got Tim Al Sept 2854, and they state Anakin will appear to Ahsoka. And I gotta say, all the rumors suggest that this is going to happen in episode 5, and up until this point it didn't really make sense to me that in episode 5 Anakin would actually be talking to Ahsoka. I mean, what exactly is going to be the trigger to have Anakin talk to Ahsoka? And I think that, as I've already predicted, Ahsoka and Baylan will face off in episode 5, and what if Baylan defeats Ahsoka Tano? Baylan isn't going to kill her, but Ahsoka is going to be unconscious at one point, and this is when she's going to hear Anakin, and perhaps experience a visual flashback to the Clone Wars. Or I could be totally wrong, and maybe Ahsoka sees a flashback of Anakin in the Clone Wars as she's traveling through hyperspace on her way to track down Thrawn and Ezra Bridger. Again, that's just my crazy speculation. Let's move on to a prediction from the Force fandom. They state Baylan and Shin will get frustrated with Morgan and betray her in some way. There was palpable tension between them in this episode. I think it will lead to conflict, maybe even Shin joining Ahsoka. But you're right, the villains definitely were cooperating with each other. You could see Morgan and Shin at odds with each other, though for some reason Baylan does seem to have some sort of loyalty to Morgan Elsbeth. Perhaps it's because she pays him very well, or maybe she had a hand in helping to save him during Order 66. 6. I mean, I could certainly see the young character Shin jumping sides, but Balin's loyalty just seems very solid. But hey, Star Wars fans, let me know what you think in the comments below. What are we going to get in episode 4 of the Ahsoka series? I'm really hoping that it's going to be a longer episode. But that said, as always, I'm Mike, and remember, the Force will be with you always.